and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
What's going on, Bakers? If you're not buying, you're selling. Welcome to Wake and Jake. A little bit of a funky week because we had some foolish baseball. We had some meetings. So on the YouTube, those got released. And then this will kind of be its own thing because we missed the football. And that's okay. But definitely listen to Foolish Baseball as we did some MLB free agency. And we also talked some Braves and some Foolish if you're into that nonsense. But for now, let's talk about this NFL weekend and week. And as always, we are Cron Pod, and we'll start out Thursday with your NFC South Falcons-Panthers. No. Atlanta, you guys know I kind of have a little bit of a weird man crush on them as they sprint to 8-9. They are 4-5 right now. They're facing the Panthers in Carolina. Be careful. Carolina on a rowdy Thursday night. I don't know. This is, you'd think after baseball season, this would be an easy click play, but this is tough. Falcons, they did get Cordarrelle Patterson back. They have 3 running backs now. They play physical. They're coming off of a loss. They're favorites on the road. I guess if there's fantasy implications, enjoy it. But otherwise, save yourself a Thursday night. Go out and get a nice steak salad dinner. Funny Cole Tucker story quick. I told him I was eating a lot of steak salads recently when he visited. It was around Yankees playoff time, and I was eating one as a tradition, a little ritual. And he said, "Man, that sounds cool. I just never know how to order salads." Everyone was like, "What?" Cole Tucker's one of those people that's naturally really skinny, so he doesn't eat salads. Cole Tucker's goal at a meal is to eat as many calories as possible to be big. So he said he didn't know how to order a salad. Dating one of the more famous people in the world. We love him. That brings us to Sunday, and I'm hoping to have an NFL Sunday while I'm on the road a little bit. So we'll see if there's a funky Monday episode. Me and Beeb still figuring that out. But what you will see at 9 a.m. in Munich, Germany. Well, 9:30 a.m. in the States. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are facing the Seahawks in Munich. And boy, oh boy, still nobody likes the Seahawks. They are 6-3, facing the 4-5 Bucs, who were almost 3-6, despite their last drive where they were a play away from not winning that game. The Bucs are 3-point favorites. I don't know. It's still scary to bet the Seahawks, and we still have Brady mania, and maybe that is what sparked their season. Maybe you don't want to be gambling at 9:30 a.m. on your Sunday morning. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. DraftKings. As you guys have heard, or if you haven't and this is your first time, hello. Really enjoy the London games now. I think for years they were horrible. Just being a member of the sports world and waking up and there's something there. I think when they were first really in action, I was living in Denver. So these games were at 7:30 a.m. And that's a tough task. Now I've got to wake up early to watch a game. And they were traditionally very bad. We'll see. I mean, honestly, I know you're either a Tom Brady lover or hater. I think we're rooting Bucks because we need a team to come out of that division. And if they get back to 5-5 and they win 2 in a row and Brady can start looking a little better, I think we can start talking ourselves into some more Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And by the way, it's just yards, and Tom Brady has Listen to this stat. Tom Brady has 100 more passing attempts than Josh Allen. Josh Allen, like, on his way to win league MVP. Tom Brady's thrown the ball 100 more times than him. But Tom Brady has more passing yards than Josh Allen. I would have lost that bet at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Not an ad, but just doubling down on it. Tampa Bay -3. I don't know. Wake up and watch some football. It's a pretty good way to start the day as a sports fan. Vikings, Bills. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. Miss Peter Moylan. Vikings are 7-1. They're on the road in Buffalo. Buffalo is a 3.5-point favorite. I am yamming that. I haven't been a big fan of the Vikings. A lot of people around the league aren't big fans of the Vikings, but they've been winning games, and good for them. A lot of close games. A lot of games in the NFL are close, so you can't just knock them for that. They're winning. They're the class of their division. I think they're going to get walloped. And Vikings and tall coach prove me wrong. Vikings win this game, I'll stop calling him tall coach. How about that? But just look for him on the sidelines. He's tall.
That is how you'll identify him.
He's just really tall. If they win this game, I won't call him tall coach ever again. I think Bills roll, especially after playing the Jets and losing to the Jets. And, hey, maybe the Jets' defense figured something out. Maybe the league has something figured out. I know Josh Allen is banged up. Some elbow funk going on with him. I don't think it matters. I think the Bills are one of the class teams of the NFL, and I think they'll be looking to prove it against the Vikings, who, either way, even if Allen's not about it, their defense is so good, and Kirk Cousins. Is this Sunday not lining up for Kirk Cousins memes after him being shirtless and wearing all the bling? You know how sports works. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Lions, Bears, no. Lions coming off a win. Bears thinking they actually found a quarterback for the first time in a while. Root for points. This may be your fan. If you play daily fantasy, I feel like you might see a ton of points in this game. Over under 40.5. I'm going over, and I'm not watching that game. Chiefs, Jaguars. Chiefs are 6-2. Jags coming off a nice win to help salvage what was a tailspin of their season. We'll see if Kansas City tries to sleepwalk through this one after coming off of a nice Titans win or a surviving Titans win. Don't love the spread of 9.5 for them, but Kansas City should take care of the Jaguars. I'm excited. Trevor Lawrence somehow ended up my fantasy quarterback in a couple leagues, and people think he's going to put up points against the Chiefs. I'm horrified of it. Dolphins, Browns. The Dolphins. Can I drive home my Dolphins point a little more? They're 6-3. They're playing the 3-5 Browns. They're at home. What would you, BBD, if I told you the Dolphins were at home, they're 6-3 and like undefeated with Tua, kinda. That's Penix's thing. The Browns are 3-5. Jacoby Brissett, the Cleveland Browns. What do you think the spread would be in that game?
I happen to know what it is. I probably would have guessed like a 5.5.
Yeah, I would have guessed around 6, like a touchdown kind of. They're 3.5-point favorites over the Cleveland Browns at home. Dolphins with a chance to go to 7-3. That Browns, they still have that weird Bengals victory where they just dominated them at the party. Maybe they do that to the Dolphins. Not watching, not betting. Texans, Giants. The G-men are back off their bye week, except Xavier McKinney. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
It seems like it was a guided tour. Like it wasn't even like a messing around situation.
And they're addressing it, and it is what it is. Giants are 5 points.
Truly a freak thing.
5 points at home favorites. They should be rested for those that are playing on the bye week, which should allow them to take the Texans a little more seriously at 1-6-1 at home. Roll Giants, get to 7-2. That's incredible. Steelers, Saints, no. Colts, Raiders, also no. Colts fired Frank Reich. If you're here for analysis on that and hiring Jeff Saturday. The closer we've gotten to the MLB sports world and the older you get, you realize how much ownership matters. Jim Irsay just hired Jeff Saturday because he likes him. He's coaching a high school team.
He was, I think technically he was like a special advisor to the team. I was reading that. That's why they didn't have to like interview other people. I've just never heard of like interim coaches being hired from outside during a season.
It's nuts. Jim Irsay hired a guy. You want to know what the headline is? Jim Irsay hired a guy he likes. That's what it is. That's why Tony La Russa was hired.
Just going to compare the two.
Worked out really well for the White Sox this year. Don't watch this game.
Just Saturday seems very nice, and I'm sure he's smart.
Some people said he used to look like Jimmy. Raiders, get to 3-6. Make us interested in you. You have a lot of close losses. Don't care. Packers, Cowboys. How about it? Here's an America matchup, huh? Cowboys are 6-2 on the road at Lambeau. Green Bay. I mean, 3-6. They just lost to the Lions. I don't know. Is this a salvage their season and chase making the playoffs? Or is this the slow death march that it could be? Cowboys on the road. Dak's second game back. Bye week. I guess we're watching that because this is the 4 p.m. slate, and the other game was Colts, Raiders, and Cardinals, Rams. 3-6, 3-5. I'm kind of over those teams as of right now, too. Rams have been playing an ugly brand of football. Trevor Plouffe's Rams.
I guess technically whichever one wins is still alive.
Yeah, it's a little bit
matters, but
it's a little bit try to survive, but not watching that. So Cowboys Packers, that can be fun. You're either gonna watch Rodgers' death, kind of on TV live. Cowboys 6-2, and then the night game. This is actually fun. The 49ers and the Chargers. This is like the West Coast Talented Bowl. Niners with McCaffrey now coming off their bye week. Kittle, Debo's back. They are. How about this? When you're talking about good teams in the NFL, the Niners are 4-4. The Chargers are 5-3. Niners at home, they are a 7-point favorite. Compare that to the Dolphins playing the Browns at home. That's kind of the point here. I hope the Chargers have more than that, but I don't know if they do. Go Niners, go Niners, go. I think they can become a story of this season and join the elite teams, but they have to go now. 4-4. Now's the time off their bye week. And then a little Eagles Commanders. The Commanders, your Monday night game. So, when you're mapping out your NFL weekend, Thursday can miss. Falcons, Panthers. Wake up early. Enjoy yourself a little Seahawks, Buccaneers on Sunday morning. Let that ride into Vikings, Bills. Big game. Big game. And then a little Cowboys, Packers. That's a game you're always going to watch if you're America and a football fan. With a little Chargers, Niners at night. I think this is the best little Sunday we've had in a while, NFL-wise. I hope it is for you. And, yeah, reminder, we might be here Monday. We might not. It's a funky weekend for me. I have to wedding plan and stuff. Boo. Don't boo wedding planning. We like it. And make sure you listen to all the foolish stuff, too. And BBD's wearing a Dan Flashes shirt. So watch everything else on John Boy Media. We love you guys. Let's get it.